So this is game 2 of the All Random All Bot tournament that I am hosting this week. For those of you who don't know, All Random All Bot is a custom game mode for Dominion. All 10 players must only go bot lane. The goal is to cap your turret, cap the enemy turrets, and kill them. That's pretty much it. If you control both capture points, or if you can control one and the other team capture point is uncapped, that means the enemy team will slowly bleed out in terms of the number of tickets that they have. Plus, every time you get a kill, you get 1 ticket. So, if neither team ever caps or uncaps, the enemy team's capture point, you will have a game with 500 kills. However, usually, it's about 100, 200 kills and a little bit of extra, points kind of lost there because of the kind of bleed out system. So, everyone gets given a random champion. You can switch, you can choose summoner spells, you choose runes and masteries. However, other than that, it is, in a sense, all random. You are only given champs that you own. And certain champs are, of course, better than others, but, it's random, so it is a little bit fair. So if we take a look at kind of, which champ is on which team, Zilean, for instance, is one of the best champs in these game modes, whether you're playing all random all mid on Summoner's Rift or all random all bot on the Crystal Scar. And that is, of course, because of the massive poke he's able to throw out with those bombs, as well as the fact that his ulti is the only allowed mechanic in the game that will bring someone back to life. Guardian Angel and Revive are not allowed. They are banned, so don't pick them if you're playing all random all bot, or you will piss some people off. And the combination on purple team of Tryndamere and Zilean is actually going to be huge, especially Mundo Zilean. That is something that CLG has, in fact, around in Summoner's Rift kind of, tournament settings. This is, of course, a little bit more casual, but nonetheless can be quite competitive. So you do see Kennen and Rumble ping, given to blue team. That is a lot of AoE damage. Malzahar, of course, can nuke down pretty much anyone regardless of MR. If you've got a 4,000 health Mundo with 200 MR, one full Malzahar combo can actually take him down from full to 0. It is quite absurd. He deals that huge amount of percent HP. He does a lot of DOT. Really just such a super strong champion. Shyvana, of course, can, when her dragon form is up, can kind of get in there. However, she's a little bit weaker because other than, some champs like Tryndamere has his escape, Jarvan has his escape or gap closer. And Alistar, of course, is has that gap closer too. Shyvana, on the other hand, really has to walk up to someone in order to be effective. And, that's just not always the way you want to do things, especially in this all random all bot game mode. The thing is, everyone pretty much gets a bit of passive golden XP. However, it is a constant 5v5 fight throughout the entire game. So you might see, 4v3s. You might see someone 1v1ing like near a health relic or something like that. For the most part, this is just one long 5v5 skirmish. So there are a lot of advantages to having a good team fighter like Kennen. Although the flip side of that is that Kennen's ulti has a longer cooldown, so someone like last game we saw LeBlanc didn't work out so well for them, but having a 20-second ulti which can nuke down a single target is in many ways better for team fights, consistent long team fights, than saying I'm going to be really awesome when I pop my ulti and then I'm going to be a little bit more useless for the rest of the cooldown. And I think that really does affect Shyvana quite a lot. Not so much Kennen, who has some nice poke with Q, and things like that. At any rate, we do see a fair number of manaless champions this game, which is going to be interesting to see how that works out. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure my stream is properly. I'd hate it if my microphone was muted this whole time and I was talking to myself or something like that. Thankfully, no. I'm going to go ahead and get this game going. We do see Heal Clarity picked up by Malzahar. Last game I was saying, it's kind of a little bit troll. Actually, this game, Shyvana, Rumble, Kennen, 3 manaless champs. So I don't really know if Clarity was the best choice. Heal, obviously, is very, very strong because you cannot go back to your base unless your turret is taken down. And pretty much what that means is that, if you're against a strong poke team and you have no champs with innate sustain, the lack of heal means that the enemy team is just going to, throw cleavers at you, put bombs on you, do whatever they want to do, and then you are just going to drop down very, very fast. One thing about the difference between all random all mid and all random all bot is, of course, the passive XP gain is much faster. One thing I don't really like about all random all mids is that it takes like 10 minutes to get to level 6. In this game mode, however, pretty much everyone in the game hits level 6 at exactly the same time, and then it's a rush where people will hit Control R as fast as they can, just blitz the enemy team with something like the Cannon ult, the Rumble ult. So very fun stuff. If you've never played an all random all bot game before, go ahead, join that custom game feature. Custom game browser, and say, look for those games that say ARAB, Arab, all random all bot. Alternatively, if you're watching the stream, I think we do have 2 more slots for teams to still sign up. Diablo 3 has unfortunately taken away 4 of the teams who signed up for this tournament, and of course, a tournament with 8 teams makes it an even bracket. So, Twisted Meadow is reconnected. That's always good to see. Shaco's stacking up boxes in that fountain, just for the fun of it, I think. And that looks like it's going to be an AP Shaco, which is interesting. Shaco is kind of a mind gamey kind of champion, but AP Shaco is also, a little bit mind gamey with that ulti where you can throw it into someone and blow it up. However, the 2 shiv poison gets a 1-to-1 AP ratio. The box traps are quite strong, and that ulti, of course, also with a 1-to-1 ratio. But other than that, not a whole lot. Who is pinging top? Do not go top. Please do not go top. I think Twisted Meadow didn't actually know how to play all random all bot before this tournament, so hopefully we don't see him breaking any rules. Pretty much you can't go to the speed shrines, you can't go above this area, you can only pick up health relics here, and here. You can't go back unless your capture point is captured by the enemy team. And other than that, looks like Imashi is actually sneaking around up top. It's an interesting strat. I've never seen this before. It looks like maybe wanted to see if they were going to check that out. Rehugan just, I think, wanted to clear that box trap, but you can see that is the power of AP Shaco. Ooh, Umashi actually going for a little bit of a back cap there, however, is going to run into Mundo. Lands a nice E and a nice Q. Gets knocked up by Jarvan, however, Mundo is going to be the first person to fall down here, and Zilean is just putting so much damage down onto both the Kennen and the Shaco. Kennen does eventually fall down to Jarvan, and now it looks like I Love Koalas is in a little bit of trouble from FYA Umashi. Can't, of course, go past those brushes. Can't go into those speed shrines, so let's just make sure that none of those players break that rule. Alistair actually falls down to Rumble, and then actually also able to pick up that kill on Tryndamere, so very nice kiting from Umashi. And that is going to be, I believe, a 4-for-2 exchange. Jarvan, ooh, gets taken down very low. He needs to be careful that he doesn't also fall to Rumble, and it does in fact pick up that kill. Mundo able to throw a cleaver into Shyvana's face, and Jarvan able to pick up the double kill there in that 3-for-1 exchange. Nicely turned around by Mundo. Of course, neither team, making a move on the enemy capture point out of that, so it's not really going to mean such a big ticket advantage. Those kills only give you 1 point, by the way. It is all, if you want to win this game, it's all about not only getting the kills, but then also pushing in and capturing the enemy point. So Shaco looks like he's going to be continuing to box things up. He is actually maxing that Jack in the Box instead of that 2-ship poison. So those box traps, maybe he wants to start setting them up around his base because the enemy team will shortly be pushing in. We have just seen Rumble level up to level 6. Shaco's now level 6. Mal's is level 6. Shyvana and Kennen's still only level 5. And then everyone except for Zilean on red team is now level 6. So within the next couple seconds, we're going to see everyone in the game hit level 6. And I think we're only waiting on Kennen now. Come on, little guy. There we go. So now we are... Oh, wow. Actually, Shaco. Jarvan going very nicely in on that Kennen. Gets the Zilean ult. He's going to stay alive. Alistair does get taken down quite low. They need to be careful. Shaco clone actually, I think, hits the Jarvan, the Alistair, and the Mundo. Tryndamere escaping with just very low health. That was a very nice move from Jarvan. He used that EQ to get in there and then just dunked Kennen. And he had that Zilean ult, so he was going to survive very nicely. Not quite enough damage from Shaco to take down this Tryndamere. Looks like Rumble is going to be able to take down Mundo, though. And it's also... Ooh, wow. Shaco eventually able to pick up that kill. Probably going to want to pick up that health relic, I would say. It doesn't look like that's a big priority for her. Ooh, actually a little bit of a miss ult there from Suicide Girl 69 from League of Girls. Didn't really hit anyone. Jarvan is already godlike. He's 803. Just hit legendary off of that, in fact. And this is a nice job from Purple Team. You know, this is a lot of this is about kind of just the luck of the draw, who gets the good champs for all random bot, whether it's sustain, whether it's poke. Someone like Zilean, of course, very, very, very good. But a lot of it, you know, it does come down to skill in the end. And Umashi is doing such a fantastic job as Rumble, able to pick up the 400 gold spree, a triple kill for Umashi. Excellent, excellent work from her. Very, very nice work. It might actually go for like a delayed quadra, as Tryndamere didn't have that ulti up for another 30 seconds. At any rate, that nice push did give about a 50 ticket lead. Of course, when this number hits 0, you lose, regardless of circumstance. So a very nice job from Purple Team to kind of push in, get a little bit of a ticket lead early on here. One nice thing, by the way, about all random all bot, if you get aced, you spawn at the same time. You spawn in waves, not just like delayed, which I think is a nice feature. Jarvan missing that knockup. Does he have his ulti up? It's up in 5 seconds. Suicide Girl 69 looks like she's going to fall down very, very fast. She is going straight for that Will of the Ancients. Umashi puts a nice ulti down and is going to dissuade people from, as I like to say, walking that red carpet, although a nice Jarvan ulti goes down on Umashi. Shaco going in, but that's the clone. Ooh, Alistair actually knocks him over towards Mundo, but the splash is not going to be enough. Shyvana takes Jarvan down with the help of Malzahar and Rumble. To get a little bit of... Oh, wow, and there's the ulti. However, it is down on Alistair, who, of course, can break out of it with that ulti of his own. And it looks like Mal's going to survive with just around 60 health. I Love Koala is actually flashing in to try and get a bomb off, and Shaco is going to come in. A nice headbutt pulverize hits both the Shyvana and the Shaco. They don't follow it up. By the way, Alistair is seemingly building AP Alistair, which you never really see it on Summoner's Rift, but it is a hilarious build when that WQ combo hits you for about 1.6 AP or something. It's absurd. Anyway, Mundo does get taken out very low. He walked right through that mouse pool, which does percent HP damage. Walks right into a Shaco box, and it looks like it's not going to be enough to pick up the kill. And we do now just see about a 60 ticket lead. Still in favor of Purple. Suicide Girl going in with that ulti, but it's only actually going to hit Jarvan, and she's just not tanky enough right now. She's going straight for that Will of the Ancients. However, it might be a good idea to pick up something like a Rylai's, an Abyssal Scepter, because she's having trouble getting those ultis down in the middle of the enemy team. Umashi actually able to pick up the kill on Mundo with... Oh, sorry, Shaco picking up the kill, Jarvan picking up the kill on Shiv. Tryndamere able to 1v1... oh, no, sorry. I thought that was happening over here. Able to pick up the kill on the Rumble. Malzahar not quite going to be able to save herself. And it looks like that was a 4 for 1 exchange, I believe. They only got the kill on Mundo. Zilean still has his ulti up. They're going to be able to defend this push for a very long time because they are just so tanky. And tankiness plus Zilean is very, very hard to deal with. Tryndamere, of course, has his Undying Rage up. Shaco going to send in the clone, I think, to try and deal some damage. Suicide Girl just gets taken down so low by the burst from Jarvan and Alistair. Alistair does actually fall down because he didn't have that ulti up. And now a nice ulti from Rumble is going to deal some decent AoE damage and actually help pick up the kill on Jarvan, while Zilean Palm actually picking up the Shaco. And it looks like Tryndamere now, with that Endless Rage, is going to be able to pick up the kill on Malzahar. That is a double for him so far. They're still defending this points. 130 tickets down for Blue Team. And of course, Shyvana now can back because this point is capped. I just want to make sure she understands that. Ooh, and wow, she could actually go down here. Wow, surviving with just 20 HP. She can go back, though. So you can only go back if your turrets are down. I think she was being a nice girl, clarifying that with her teammates. Looks like Malzahar is going to go down to that Zilean. Suicide Girl 69 gets taken out very low by the Zilean Bomb also. He's only sitting at 74 HP, but the burst on those bombs is just insane. Each one dealing about 400 magic damage, so a double bomb combo, about 800. Skyline Kid just able to decimate the cannon, and Tryndamere is going to live with just very, very, very little health left. Shaco, though, ever the assassin, able to pick up the kill there, and this is almost certainly going to be a kill here on Zilean also, although he does get that Catalyst proc. Will it be enough to save him? A nice headbutt from Alistair, a nice ulti from Jarvan, although it's not going to be enough, and Shaco does eventually take down that Zilean. It is going to be a 2-for-1 exchange, though. Alistair with that Cage's Lucky Pick and the Sheen with 135 AP. Some nice base damage on his ratios too, and look at the damage on that combo going down on a Kennen. Kennen really having a hard time this game, just not tanky enough to put that ulti down, and that is the drawback of Kennen. You want to be in melee range to get that ulti down. It looks like Jarvan is going to eventually fall in that 3v1. However, he did give up his life, and Alistar with a nice headbutt combo was able to stop them from stopping that capture. Mundo is going to survive. Tryndamere is around. Does Tryndamere have his ult? It's up in 5 seconds right now. As long as he can make it that long. And it looks like he is going to get it. Mundo able to pick up the kill on Kennen. Mundo eventually falls to Shiv. However, here's the Endless Rage. That was the Shaco clone, though. And a little bit of a late ulti from Zill. And a little bit of a short E, although it is going to be enough to revive him. You don't want to put that Zill ult down too early. Because if you do, you will... oh, wow. Zilean actually able to pick up the kill with m1lk. I didn't realize the bomb was on him. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, we do see a 220 ticket lead in favor of Purple Team. Blue Team just having a lot of trouble this game, which I think is a bit surprising. You know, Amashi, very famous high-elo player, and you know she is doing quite well. But really, we aren't really seeing the AOE be as effective, especially compared to this huge amount of poke coming off of Zilean. Shaco doing a decent job trying to assassinate people here and there. But it's really, you know, nothing compared to something like the Alistar, which could just get in your face, tank. Look at that beautiful WQ combo, knocking up all 3 members of the blue team, trying to cap the point. Suicide Girl 69 going in with that Kennen ulti, but it's only going to hit the Alistar. Malzahar ulti goes down, and they do, in fact, kill Alistar, but they did blow pretty much all of their ultimates to do that. And Zilean going to survive, which is very, very low health. Shaco almost certainly going to pick up the kill. Kennen does go down. Jarvan does go down to Shyvana. Tryndamere picks up the kill on Rumble here. Shaco eventually picked that kill on Zilean over there, and that looks like it was a 3-for-3 exchange over at this point. The action, you know, for an all random all bot game, I've never seen action so spread out. We had a fight here, fight up here, a fight down here, and a fight over here. So 4 little 1v1s going on, and it looks like maybe blue team's going to be in the position to cap their first point, but it looks like Jarvan is around to try and, you know, dissuade that Shaco from actually doing that. She might be able to get this Jarvan in the box trap. Unfortunately, one of her boxes did just go down there. Tryndamere actually fighting on the point. And that Rumble ulti is able to pick up the kill. Shaco popping that ulti, of course, because it is an AP Shaco, that clone, when it pops, is going to deal a significant amount of magic damage. And Muro Furia doing a nice job to kind of micro that clone around and get the damage down on Mundo. However, she is using her real self to actually try and cap that point. It's not going to be enough. She almost uncapped it. However, it wasn't quite enough. The Shaco clone goes down without killing anyone, and that was a 3-for-0 exchange. It looks like Ken is actually building a needlessly large rod, which probably will be Jonya's Hourglass. I would maybe like to see her build health, but at any rate, the stun goes down. Regan does get taken down quite low. He's almost certainly going to die here. There's the kill. Now Fake Vision transferring onto Zilean. In fact, Jarvan gets taken down quite low. Is Suicide Girl going to be able to pop the ult? No, she doesn't. Maybe a little bit of misclick there from her going down on the turret. Zilean is able to revive himself. That could have been a 2-for-1 exchange. However, Zilean with that ult, it's just so strong and all around all bot. Looks like Jarvan is going to take them all quite low. The ulti goes down. Zilean picks up the kill on Shyvana. Malzahar actually picks up the kill on Jarvan, although he was able to get the damage from his ulti down. And now Alistar very, very low on health. Muro Furia is around, though. No, he doesn't have that. And that was actually a quadra picked up for Zilean. Very, very, very nicely done. 10, 5, and 19. Huge amounts of AP right now. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely great play. I just want to make sure that that wasn't a penta. I don't think it was. Anyway, those bombs, man. Those bombs are just amazingly powerful. And, you know, that Zilean was focused down very early on in that game. In that fight, but it wasn't enough because of that ulti, and he was able to come back and pick up a quadra kill. So very, very, very nice play there from Zilean. I think he wasn't quite able to get that double bomb off, but look at just the damage one bomb just dealt to Kennen, who only has 30 MR right now, although cooldown boots being picked up. Oh wow, Zilean actually going in with a nice WQ combo, gonna hit that Malzahar dead on. That is gonna be the first kill. Zilean picks up the kill on Malz, and Jarvan picks up the kill on Kennen. Alistar surviving with just very, very low HP. Tryndamere going to be the first one to fall. Didn't actually pop that ulti. A little bit embarrassing there. However, Shaco is able to go in and just kind of stealth by the entire enemy team and get that kill. FYA, Umashi gonna fall down to the Alistair headbutt. And it looks like Shaco's in a little bit of trouble here. A nice deceive, though, prevents himself from getting knocked up. And what are they going to do right now? Shyvana goes in to try and stop this point. And the turret aggro does actually go on Alistair, which helps Shaco pick up the kill. So very nicely done there. It's going to be 383 tickets to only 81. So about a 300 ticket lead for purple or red team right now. And I mean, this Zilean is so strong. This Jarvan is doing crazy amounts of work. Although Zilean does actually just fall now to Malzahar. Didn't have that ulti up. However, Tryndamere is in here. Does have that ulti up. There's the first kill. Is he going to pop that ulti? There's the ulti. Gonna go ahead and turn around and go for the Mouse, who does have Johnny's Hourglass. Nice play from Snargle Galore. Able to survive that Tryndamere and kind of bait him out a little bit. Shaco just going in and out. Oh, and a nice job from Genesis Crisis. It's the second time we've seen that him do that EQR combo. Able to pick up the kill on Shaco. Jarvan picking up a double kill after he picks up the kill on Shyvana. And now he is going to be chasing down Umashi. Of course, you can't go into the speed shrine, Umashi. And there is the kill picked up by Jarvan. Jarvan just doing a phenomenal job. Top of the scoreboard right now in terms of kills, deaths, and assists. 21 kills and 19 assists in this 15-minute game. That is the thing about all random. Like, wow, and so much damage coming down from this Alistair. One combo, one Lichbane hit, and then the Ignite is able to pick up the kill on the Cannon, who is just not having a good time this game. 0-15, just not tanky enough to really survive these huge damage threats of Purple Team. And wow, that Zilean is almost certainly going to keep Mundo alive. However, it was a little bit early, and he might not actually get the revive. And ooh, he is actually going to fall down. So that Zilean ulti, you need to be careful that you don't put it on too early, or else we'll just see that happen. Umashi almost certainly going to be able to pick up the kill here on the Jarvan, and now it's actually going to switch over to Isla Koalas on Zilean. Zilean almost certainly going to get a double bomb off any second now, which will be able to pick up the kill on Umashi. He does have that cooldown. Ooh, a nice E. A nice follow-up. This is going to be a kill here, and he can't actually get the double bomb off. A nice shield from Umashi is going to save her life there. I say her, of course, because Team Blue is the League of Girls team in this tournament. I believe there are actually 3. This is one of them. And, of course, because this is all random all bot, Umashi can't actually be. So she has to just man up and take it. And it looks like she is going to go down to the Jarvan? Mundo? Jarvan. Right as the Jarvan lance goes out, Mundo actually picks up the kill with the Infected Cleaver. So we do see now a score of 35 to 352, 320 tickets in favor of Red Team. This Jarvan is just Dr. Duncanstein, the Return of the King. I should say the Return of the Prince, I guess, with Jarvan. But at any rate, looks like this game may be over with this final push. It looks like all ultis are off cooldown. Shyvana pouncing into the middle of the enemy team, just really going to harass things. That is the Shaco clone, not the real Shaco. Shaco is over here. The Zilean ulti goes down on someone. I believe that was the Jarvan. Kennen is the first to die from Mundo. Malzahar is able to pick up the kill on Alistair. Rumble does pick up the kill there on the Jarvan. And Shaco able to pick up the kill on Tryndamere after his ulti expires. Mundo almost certainly going to go down here, and he does the Shiv burnout. And Zilean gets caught by Umashi. That was perfectly played by Blue Team. I said this last game. You can never say that a game is over in Dominion because in these all random all bots, because you know, if you can just hold both points, you can just like cut through the enemy tickets like no other. So maybe we're going to see a little bit of a comeback here. It is 35 tickets to 330, so it is going to be close if it happens. However, you know, that's not to say it's not possible. A nice Johnny's Hourglass again from the Malzahar. Tryndamere popping that ulti. Malzahar is going to go down. Shyvana almost certainly going to go down because of that Zilean time bomb. Tryndamere escaping with just no help, but Shaco is able to pick up the kill. Such a great job to assassinate in these team fights. The ulti is up from Kennen. She's not going to actually go ahead and use that as she knew she was going to die. Maybe wanted to save it. And Shaco's not quite going to be able to pick up the kill on Jarvan, just kind of running around right now. Ooh, and a nice deceive, actually getting the backstab in. Amazing play from this AP. Shaco is still able to make use of the more AD-oriented pieces of her kit. A little bit too early on that ultimate. You can actually dodge the damage of a Zilean time bomb with a well-timed ultimate. Skyline Kid actually missing the headbutt, although it's not. I mean, he has that Lichbane at 340 AP right now, so he is eventually going to be able to pick up that kill with the auto attack headbutt combo. But he did miss that headbutt pulverize. Suicide Girl does pop that ulti, although it's only going to hit Wallace. Wallace, though, is forced to use that ulti on himself. Reagan actually going in, which is very nice because that was a free kill for Blue Team, and instead he went in there. Suicide Girl's just having a lot of trouble staying alive right now. There's a kill picked up by Zilean. Malzahar, although, goes down on Amundo. That is going to be a lot of damage. It looks like now it is a 4-for-4 exchange. Ignore my cat in the background. Oh, wow, and Chico actually able to pick up the kill on Zilean with that Deathfire Grasp. And lots and lots of damage coming down from Blue Team. Again, this team fight is once again going in their favor, and a fantastic job from Blue Team to really turn this game around. When you're down 300 tickets, things can look pretty grim, but they just won 2 team fights in a row. Not only did they win them decisively, but they're actually pushing and taking the enemy's capture point, which is really going to help them even this ticket disadvantage. So really just a phenomenal job from them. The Rumble ulti doesn't really get used to its full potential. It doesn't really hit these people in the back, although Shyvana does go in and kind of, harass them out a little bit. Zilean not going to actually fall down yet. Another nice Johnny's Hourglass from Malzahar. And it looks like Shaco is going to fall down. I think trying to assassinate that the Zilean there. Kennen picking up the double kill, although, ooh, it's going to be close. Jarvan does actually pick up that double kill after Tryndamere falls down. Rumble picking up the kill, of course. So that was a 3-for-5 exchange, clearly in favor of Purple Team, and this may be the push that wins the game. If they can hold on to this point, we might see Blue Team lose their remaining 35 tickets. 1 second, I didn't let my cat out. I love that little guy. Looks like Zilean has finally picked up that Revenant's death cap. He has 600 AP right now. This is incredibly scary. His ultimate will revive someone with 2,200 health, as long as they have 2,200 health max. So that's pretty much a full health Tryndamere coming back to life. Very, very scary stuff. It's going to be interesting to see exactly who makes the move here. Some nice initiation potential from Blue Team, but Shyvana is unfortunately out of rage. Problem with her on all random all bot is that you really need to auto attack creeps to get that passive up, but only 3 creeps spawn in every wave. Now Mundo does get taken out very low. Kennen gets knocked up, which is going to reduce the effectiveness of his ulti, although he is able to get it on the Zilean, the Tryndamere, and the Alistar. Mundo and Jarvan do escape with very low health. I don't even think that Zilean was able to get his ulti down because of that stun lock. Wow. Oh, that was the clone. For a second, I thought that he just full to 0 to Shaco. I was like, that is not possible. So Mundo is now going to try his best to defend this point. You can see, I don't think you actually lose tickets for deaths below 100. So from this point on, they not only need to pick up those kills, they also need to turn it into an advantage where they, control the enemy capture point, and that is looking to be more and more of a problem here. That Kennen ulti is going to be able to stun the entire enemy team. As long as she can get it off. She's not really committing to one item. She's not actually building that much defense. She does have that job. Oh, wow. And it looks like that might be a problem for her because she's almost certainly going to go down to this Zilean bomb. She's dealing around 800 or 900 magic damage. Tryndamere gets slowed, although he is now finally forced to pop that ulti. Not quite able to pick up a kill on Shaco. Shyvana, Rumble, Shaco's still up for Blue Team. Shyvana does finally go down, and this could be trouble. That is the Shaco clone, of course. Shaco doing a fantastic job, really just getting in the head of the enemy. Has those boxes set up over here. Zilean finds the Rumble ulti, and he is also going to go down here. Once again, not using that ultimate. It looks like the Deathfire Grasp does go down on Amundo, who is sitting at 205 MR right now. Shaco, without any % penetration, is instead just going for this nice Abyssal Scepter, Stork Shoes, Haunting Guys like anti-squishy build. So she'll pretty much be dealing true damage to anyone with about 80 MR, like the Alistar, the Tryndamere, and I believe the Zilean, able to nuke them down very quickly with that DFG. Zilean with actually only 30 MR right now. He's just going full out offense here. So it's close. It's getting closer also. 35 tickets to only 190. If Purple Team is to win this, they need to really go and control the enemy capture point. That is how all random all bot works. You can get a big lead in tickets by just killing them over and over again, but to actually secure a victory, You need to get the cap advantage. Suicide Girl's popping that ulti. It's only going to actually hit the Mundo, though. Is Zilean going to be able to get the ulti off? There it is. And I don't know why this team isn't going in. They've just blown a lot of their cooldowns. They really should turn around and fight this. They have the Alistar combo. They have the Tryndamere, although he does not have his ulti. That might be what they're waiting for. He does have his ulti off cooldown now. These box traps. Oh, wow. Instantly getting feared the second that ulti is popped. Although he's just able to two-shot that Shaco. Shaco does fall down. This is a 3 for 0 exchange so far. 4 for 0 exchange. Mundo going to survive with very, very low health. And Shyvana going to go ahead, ult in on top of the Jarvan. So I don't know who's going to win that exchange. Jarvan surviving with just 80 HP. And that is almost certainly going to be GG. A 5 for 0 exchange. They take the final cap point. And really, these tickets are going to just start falling down very, very quickly. As long as Purple Team can keep Blue off their point, it is going to be game over. And Suicide Girls does get taken out very low. Almost certainly going to die to that Zilean Bomb. There it is. Kill is picked up. A 1-for-1 exchange. Jarvan falls. Kennen falls. Although Malzahar is killed by this Mundo, who just hit unstoppable. Shaco does a nice job once again to assassinate the Zilean. So that is a 2 for 2 so far. That is the clone, of course. They need to be careful that that doesn't pop in the face of the squishies like Tryndamere. Alistar almost able to pick up the kill here. Although Shaco, of course, not quite going to be able to do anything. There's the kill. She actually turned around to give Shaco a little bit more damage, and that is going to be GG WP. Very, very, very nice job with the comeback from Blue Team, although it wasn't quite enough to pick up victory, and it is, in fact, going to go to the sort of Reddit pickup group game sort of team. Team 1 is, of course, as I mentioned, League of Girls, with some well-known players. Muro Furia did a fantastic job on that Shaco, really just doing, making the most of out of that AP Shaco kit. And of course, Rumble, played by Umashi, excellent job. So very, very, very well played by both teams. That is going to be GG, though, going in favor of Purple. So I'm going to go ahead and get the next game going. It looks like, oh, I don't even need to because Legend Blockchain went ahead and set it up for me. So GG, WP, moving on to the next game.